Hello and welcome to the new channel, the new podcast. It's M&G Next, which is I'm quite excited to be here, and I hope you are too. As the name probably suggests, it's about knitting and everything to do with knitting. So it's gonna have projects I'm working on. I've got a few to show you off to one side. It's gonna show things I've completed. It's gonna show you what wool and yarns I'm using, where I get them from, what else? And it's going to, I've got a little list of things to mention and say, so I don't forget. Um, yes, was so we're gonna, so it's gonna be quite good that way. So you're gonna be able to see what I'm doing and what I'm using. Because I've recently got some new circular interchangeable knitting needles, which is the first time I've really lashed out on something like that. So I'll show you them in the due course. And I've been buying a few yarn hauls off of eBay. And I would say they are the mystery yarn hauls. I would say they're not well known, so you can't see what you buy. You can see from pictures some items you might get, but not guaranteed. So I'll tell you a bit more about them at some point. We're also going to have tips and tutorials of like things, new stitches I've been doing and things I think will be quite good to share. Um, we're also going to be doing some other stuff, but before I start seeing everything now, I'll show you some of the stuff I've been doing. So, the first thing I'll show you is I'm doing a jumper. It's a, it's a nice, I would say it's simple, but it took a little while to get used to doing it and how it's used as a cable needle. So there is a lot of cabling in this. It's a honeycomb jumper, which is really quite nice, I have to say. I'm using some nice, I would say it's medium darkish colours. I believe it's touch lighter than what you're seeing on the camera. But yeah, I got this from Pound Stretchers for $2.99 for 100 grams. I would recommend the wool uh, because it's quite good value, but they don't keep enough of it in stock, and you can't order it in or anything like that, which is a bit of a shame. But yes, so when you see something, make sure you buy enough. But yes, so that's quite nice. I'll pop that down and show you the actual jumper. I am quite large, so it's going to be a largish jumper. But yes, it is a honeycomb. And the reason why it's a honeycomb is because you've got let's try and line up my hand on the camera. So you've got all these like comb bits inside. So as you open it, it looks like a bit like a honeycomb. Which, ooh, I'm nearly losing my stitches. Is it really bad? This took us a little while to pick up. It's mainly the bit I struggle on is the cable, but it's the cable. When you got to do front and back, and that. Um, so one way it's cable back and then front, and on a different row it's front and back, and that's the one I seem to struggle with and I lose my place, which is not too good at times. I made a few mistakes on this, but you can't really notice. I'm hoping anyway, but it's quite thick here. I'd say it's medium thick when it's knitted up. But that's. But I'm doing the front like this. I'm basically going to do it all, even the sleeves in this. But I might have to stop for a little while because I'm running out of wool, which is a little bit annoying because I can't get the exact same colour. It's a different dye lot. So that's darker, but originally the one I originally used was lighter. But I've done it in a way so it's not mm, bigly. You can't really notice it, but and in the sun it'll fade anyway. I think so. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, it's looking quite nice. It's coming along. This one's gonna be finished very soon. So I'm looking forward to finishing this, but it took us long enough. Um, so done. Been working on that. What else have I been doing? I've been doing a patchwork blanket. Um, I think I can't remember exactly what it's called, but the pattern I was using was memory blanket. It's a bit battered, but I believe the pattern could be wrong because the way it's supposed to go and the way it shows you in the pictures, the pattern doesn't actually represent that. You can't really get to. I'm just looking at it now, and it gives you the wrong amount of stitches to begin with. So it's saying you need an even, but in fact you need an odd number. But I've looked online, seen a few other people's doing it. So I've been where's the one that's like, so I've managed to sort it out. And this is what I've come up with so far. This is the stuff that's joined. So it's got like these nice knitted V's, which you can't really see, so I have to get a bit closer. Because like, I still can't see it very well. No, let's try that. And this, I might have to change cameras because this is not a good camera. Yeah, well, there's a knitted, which the knitted row, and then the rest is garter stitch, and that creates it helps to shape it as well. Because I use circular knit needles, and as you do it, you 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 what's the term? K-tog two together, so you're knitting two together, which then gives you the puffed out ridge up the middle, which is nice. And again, I've got it on all of them. That's, there you go. There we go. That's actually not too bad. You can see a bit like that now. And the original patterns that I found didn't have any borders between them. But I seen someone who actually had a border, which was, and I thought, well, that'd be quite nice. And I thought, to break the colours up a bit, I used small multicoloured wool. Because that's what I like to use, and you'll see that. So there's like a nice, just a simple garter border. I tried to do a border just along here, just separately, thinking it might work, and it doesn't really look too good at the moment, so I might have to restart that bit of the border later. Anyway, so I might have to do a bit of that. But I've got a few of them ready. I've got another green, and a nice another. Do I have one of them already? No, but I have another one of those. I tried one with that, with a nice multicolored, but it's too small, and to really stretch it doesn't look nice when it's stretched. I'm gonna have one of those. As you can see, I've been going at this just for a little while because I've been knitting for a little while on and off for a few years now. and I keep on coming in and out of it, which seems to be common with me with things. I come in and out of stuff. But I do like to do things, and I've got a nice. I'm working on. I think I've lost one. Darn, no. Here we are. That's another one. I'm working on another one now. So that bit of the blanket should be finished hopefully by the time this has gone out. And I'm gonna finish this bit up, this one off. And then from there, I've also been working on hedgehog one. I better put these away so I don't lose them. I've been getting these monthly magazines just to see what they're like. I'm not subscription or anything like that. It's by Let's Knit or something. I think it's Let's Knit. Yes, I believe so. And each magazine they give you like a project to do. I think I'm missing something. No, I'm not. I've been doing as I've been doing that. I've been getting used to reading patterns more because I don't normally often read a bit more complicated patterns. If you're wondering why it looks like I'm looking down, it's because the camera's a bit too high up. So it's like that will be like creating my neck. And also allows us to keep a check on the quality, make sure it's not going laggy. So do I have the original pattern? No, I don't. Let's load that. But it's called Make Harry and Alice. They're basically both hedgehogs. I'll show you the pictures. Put that down for a minute. There's a picture of the main one at least. This is just a photocopy. I know it's a bit faded, whoopsie, this camera, but yeah, that's it, which is quite nice. So that's quite good. And I'm working. What I've done is I've completed the back and the main body, but there's still like the nose, the legs, and the foot and stuff, and the snout apparently to do. So that's probably what I'm also going to finish off. I'm going to try and finish off a few projects, because I've got a few too many things on the go. So this is the back. It's a nice, simple one. So this is the right side, and on the wrong side it's pearls, on the right side it's got knit. So it's a nice stocking stitch. And if you need to know how to do stocking stitch, then you can just give us a message and I'll do a tutorial. So that's the front, part of the front I should say, it's not the full front yet. This is the back, this is the entire back. It's quite nice actually, it's a good feeling. So this is I don't often use this type of yarn, which is quite good in a way, because it means I get to use different varieties, and I think variety is key when knitting, especially different projects, or thinking about what you can knit with one project. So that's the back. So you can see curving in, which will be quite good. It's going to be fun putting all this together. And that's the only bit of it I've done so far. So I need to find the rest of that pattern for it actually. It's a shame. I'm not sure where that bit of the pattern's gone. So that's coming along nicely. I'll probably estimate another couple of months because of the way I'm doing things. I'm not a fast knitter. Should we say a bit more about me, shouldn't I? I'm not a fast knitter. I have my moments where I'm fast and then I'm slow. It all depends on what I'm knitting. And as I'm knitting, if I knit something new, I learn new things as I go. Which is the way I like to do things in life, is learn as you go along. Which is nice. I picked up and should we mention this bag? It's handmade, this bag. So I don't know if where Harrods, where they got this from, was just selling material off, but apparently it's handmade, and so I picked this up when I was down at my local, like, street fair type of thing. So just like a way of trying to get people to certain areas and things like that. There wasn't really much. There was mainly tombolas and things, but I picked up this, which was nice. I'm just gonna have a little drink. Nice cup of tea. Tastes funny. Might have to check the milk. It tastes a bit funny, that. But wow. So as I say, I've been knitting on and off for a few years. Sometimes, as you can tell in this video, I'm sometimes ramble a bit, which is can be good in a way, but can be bad. If I'm rambling too much, please let us know in the comments. There's another thing I'm gonna show you. Some of these projects I found when I'm not sure if you do it, like, but you know when you tidy stuff up from when you last did things. But with me, when I last had my big burst of wanting to knit, I had lots of things on the go, and when I saw, I hit the point where basically things weren't going too good and things like that in the personal life, and so knitting got put to one side, and then all of a sudden it's come back out when I started doing this jumper. It's come back out quite big, and I've bought balls and balls and balls of wool since, and I'll show you them in another video, because that would make this video far too long, and it's already getting nearly 20 minutes. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying now. Yes, that was it. So when I tidied away, I put a lot of things away. But when I've come back I've been tidy, and all of a sudden I'm finding all this stuff. I'm finding knitting needles, balls of wool I haven't seen for years, projects I haven't seen for years neither. Excuse me. And I'm thinking to myself, well, oh, it's really nice to find all this other stuff I've been doing and things like that. And I'm thinking, oh, is any of it? Can I continue with any of it, or should I just unpick some of it because obviously it didn't get finished, and after so long of not finishing something, is it worth just unpicking it because it's not going to end up getting finished? Some of it, I think, it's definitely going to get unpicked. So I've got beginnings of other jumpers, which never going to get finished, because I think I've lost loads of needles. So I've got lots of hot needles, but I think between then and now, between when I was knitting then, I was very basic. I was doing very basic stitches. I didn't know how to do a lot of others. I think it was mainly not cabling, that's a bit advanced. We was doing mainly ribbed stitches and things like that. So that's what I was basically doing when I first started knitting. So I thought someone was outside. This is slightly flipped to the wrong. Yeah, it's slightly flipped. But between then and now, I can now do cabling, which is, as you can see, on the Honeycomb jumper. I can also do bobbles and things like that. But so my between then and now, my knitting skills have really advanced, and it's surprisingly, but it has. As before, as I've been also doing, there was a magazine out that I was getting. It was weekly, but I subscribed to it monthly. And it was like at the last part before I stopped, so I was slowly improving my skills. Then, and it was basically making a blanket, and each week you made a new square, and I'm still got that, and I still got some of the wool, but I haven't got all the magazines, which is a shame. But I'm thinking I'm gonna redo that and slowly buy the magazines, the ones I'm missing or the ones that have been damaged. So I was thinking maybe that could be quite a good project we could do together. So I'll maybe post the pattern in the description and things like that. And either maybe we do a live stream doing it, or we do just a video doing it. Possibly, if you fancy it. But yeah, that's been so I've come across, and if you're new to knitting, it can be come across as being quite a challenge. And I think the main tip I want to give you, the main bit of experience in this video is, just because you're looking at a stitch and it looks complicated, that doesn't mean it is. If it involves 2 or 3 different separate stitches to make a pattern or to make a main stitch, then it's not I wouldn't say it'd be complicated, but just don't go, take some time, be patient, do look online. Also, I'd recommend just taking your time and maybe trying to practice each stitch on just a different bit of wool. So if it says K, knit 3 and then purl 3 or something, you could just simply do 2 small separate squares of simple knitting, so you learn how to knit. Also, then how you could do it for another one, or how to purl, and then you could, once you've learned them 2 separately, then you could bring it together to do your pattern you want. So I think practice makes good, and doing practice squares is quite good to learn how to do a stitch. And I've done that before. When I needed to learn how to do something, I've done the practice squares, and then that helps us to know the pattern, learn what to do, and how to improve, and then you know what to do from there. And then from there you advance, and it's not and just because you've something may not look right when it's finished doesn't mean that it's wrong. Or some, and that's also the key. It I think if it looks slightly off to the pattern, then that can be really good as well, because it means that it's personal, it's you, it's unique. Only you've got that. I know, and and I think that's quite good. And it's just practice. Take your time. There's no prize for being the best. It's just about having fun, really, and learning as you go, which is what a lot of knitting people do as well. They learn as they go and have fun doing it, and you can create some weird and wacky items. I've done daft egg cozies and things like that, and it just takes a little time. And I've been learning how to do pom poms and things like that. And yeah, I think that's my main bit of advice. Is just take time, practice, and you will get it. I should probably move on to something that's nearly finished again, so something else that's in the project. This has been in the project. This is one of those things I found. So one side super faded, and then the other side is nice and bright. It looks faded on both, but you can actually physically tell. So I'm debating about what I should do with it. It's a cushion cover. It's a bubble cushion cover, and it's made of chunky wool, and it's worked by increasing by 5 stitches in one stitch, I believe. I think. It's been a while since I've done bubbles. But yeah, so that's coming along. I'm probably gonna finish this off, and then maybe figure out how to put the zip in or buttons. I'm probably gonna learn about buttons and things at some point, because that'd be quite nice. Because I got a thing when I was knitting before. I had a thing for making cushion covers and things like that. So that's probably what I'm gonna finish this off, definitely. Because I've still got I should still have enough wool for this. I believe I've got one extra ball I found, so that should be enough to finish. But this is getting up for half an hour now. Is there anything else I wanted to say in this video? I think for the future, what's gonna come is more videos, like more podcasts like this. Maybe some live streams once we get enough subscribers. Hopefully you'll subscribe, like and comment, the usual things everyone asks for. Um, and also maybe some more, as I say, some tips, tutorials, things like that. Really, I think that's really how it's. Just see how things go, and hopefully we'll grow together. Um, so I think that's will come to an end. I believe I've talked about everything I was going to talk about. Told you a little bit about myself, a bit about what I'm working on, and things like that. I hope you like it. If if you could give some feedback and leave some comments and things, that'd be quite good. And if you want to learn how to do something particularly, then just let us know. And for now, until later, see you later. Bye for now.